What up, everybody? It's GWR Studios 2 here, and welcome back for another episode of Toms and Friends. Today's episode is Percy Gets It Right. UK, but this is US, so yeah. But anyway, though, let's get started with Percy Gets It Right. Um, at the beginning of the episode, there's already a goof. Um, this is an old scene from season 5. Let's continue on with the story. I remember this episode has a lot of goofs in this one. I remember this episode correctly. All right, when Percy's chuffing by, his eyes are wonky throughout the episode. Okay, and then right here we have studio equipment reflecting off of Percy's eyes. Hmm. Starting with 3 goofs already in the episode. What? The guard? Hold on, that's conductor. Here's another goof. The track lifts up for a split second in this scene. It's not easy to see. Okay, in this scene, Percy's van's changed in this scene. Not only that, Percy actually gained an extra car. Here's another goof. Gordon has studio equipment reflecting in his eyes. Hold on a minute. Also, Gordon's bogey wheels are, Gordon's bogey wheel is derailed in this area. You can see right here. It's not easy to see. I'm surprised no one didn't see this goof. Percy's lamp in this scene is slightly crooked. Gordon's buffers are crooked in this scene. Not easy to see in this angle, but you can kind of see his buffers being crooked in this scene. A lot of people actually hate this episode just because of how stupid it is that Sir Topham Hatt didn't listen to Percy, which I have to agree with. It's very stupid. Now, there's actually a goof in this episode I want to point out. The Fat Controller has scratches on his clothing. The Fat Controller has a spot on his clothing there. Hmm. Now, here comes another goof. Thomas's eyes are wonky in the scene when he's chuffing by. No one didn't see this goof. That's very easy to see. I can see it like right here. They are very wonky. The bull is out of scale. Okay, now here's another goof. Listen to what the narrator says. The narrator says Thomas's driver applied the brakes, but his wheels are still moving. Major goof. Duck's eyes were wonky in the scene. Henry, your eyes are wonky. Okay, here's another goof. When Percy is pulling Thomas out of the bank, if you look really hard, there's a gap between Thomas's eye and the face. It's not easy to see, but it's fallen off just a little bit. If you look right here, you can kind of see like right there. I don't even know how people didn't see this, but there's a gap like right here. Okay, if you look right there to your right, there's a shadow camera like right here in this scene. Oh, those are all the groups found in Percy Gets It Right. Now, I'm gonna be honest, looking at it now, um, there is some I could tell you guys. I prefer the UK version over the US version. I mean, I grew up with the US version growing up. Looking at it now, I prefer the UK over this version. My only question is for the hit era is that why did they stuck with the Hartshorn music other than the UK version with Mike and Jr. Because Mike and Jr. would have been better to put in with the Michael Brandon version. That's just my question for the people out there. And I'm like looking at Mike and Jr. I'm like, was it because you guys were sold out by Hit Entertainment, or did it have more to do with the season 8 series? Because there was no reason for them to not re-add the Mike and Jr. series. But in my opinion, um, Mike and Jr. should have told him like, "Hey, we don't really want to do the Hartshorn music." I don't know if Hartshorn was the best idea for Tom's Riddles episodes for season 7 because mainly because it didn't fit. If I were them, I would have stick with the season 8 era instead of the season 7 era where it started. But if you want to know my opinion, I say just do all Hartshorn for this part of the series, then you stick with the classic series on the tapes instead. That way, you guys don't focus on both things, which you guys were doing in the past. But however, I understand we move on from it, and I understand it's been like almost about 12 years since this has been going on. So, yeah, I can understand what they were trying to do, but actually, not 12 years, 23 years since this happened. But I almost feel like there could have been a better way to work with the Hartshorn music. In my opinion, they should be working with the Hartshorn music, but I feel like there could have been better ways to prevent it, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm not trying to be rude or anything about it, but I just wish there was a better way to not use the Hartshorn music for season 7 for the US version. But, yeah, that's all I got for now for this episode for today. So, yeah. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later for the next one.